I don't think movie theaters are super into, like, you buying one ticket and then being there for a day. Fucking leave so we can make some more money. Man, I wish Spielberg made this movie shorter and didn't include all the development.
Hey, what's up guys? We are Boss Level 8, and in case you didn't know, we make fun of movie critics. So if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you know when we're making videos. And if you liked Ready Player One, here's a bunch of people who hated it.
Read the book for the plot. If you'd like to see how much CGI a huge budget can afford, then see the movie. They forgot to include the plot part though. I mean, the basic plot was there. It's not like they got rid of the whole OASIS thing. They took some liberties because it's a movie. So that's fair. But if you went to a Steven Spielberg movie like that involves an entire virtual world, and you were like, hey, I wonder if there's gonna be a bunch of CGI bullshit, like, why were you wondering? Of course it was there. Not the time to be looking for more plot than CG.
A shame that the movie was only very loosely based on a book. As a fan of the book, I found it very disappointing, unless you actually looked into it and realized he also helped write the screenplay. And when you realize that, you can put it two and two together and realize he just had a little bit of fun, because he unnecessarily changed things going, I wonder if. So, 2 for the price of 1.
Very boring movie. We had a hard time staying awake and could hardly wait for the movie to end. You could stay awake just because it's loud. It was a loud movie. If you're able to fall asleep in that, I never want to be in an apocalypse situation with you. You will not be helpful. Also, get that shit checked.
Much like the book, just another white Jesus story. None of the characters had any self-awareness and nothing was at stake.
Except for the stake through his hands!
Oh, man. I could crucify you, but I'm just gonna leave it at that pun.
So I've seen Ready Player One movie and most of the way through the book. Off to a good start. I really do not know how in the hell this got made into a movie. It is a boring book that sounds like and best of list of music, movies, and games of the 1980s. That should not be surprising to anyone who has read it. The movie itself blows past plot like a bullet and relies heavily on 3D cameos to fill in the seats. I cannot say in good conscience that I did not get pumped when I saw my favorite IPs in the movie. Any fanboy would. That is all it has to offer, cameos. All in all, it was and is a poor set of entertainment, literature, and film. It's really funny that you're like a fanboy that didn't finish the book. That's weird. I understand you might be a fanboy of like other things that were in the book and the movie, but like before you get to say anything about being a fanboy or bitching about this movie, finish the book. Yeah.
If you've read the book, stay away! This movie doesn't even get all of the characters' names right. If you've not read the book, then sit back and enjoy a plot hole-ridden Y2K plus pop culture barfest. I can smell the pretension just cooking up off the grill right now. Stank.
Bad acting. Bad adaptation of the book. I wanted to leave in the first 5 minutes of the movie, but regrettably persisted through, because I don't have the courage of my own convictions. You know, I'm sure Parsifal and Artemis also wanted to give up at moments, but they kept going, which you probably figured out having watched the rest of the movie instead of leaving 5 minutes into it.
Way too many pop culture references in a film that had the potential to explore a new and exciting story, but restored to predictable cliches, like the book. And the reason the movie was made, and the only reason anybody was excited to watch it, and the whole thing was based around, I don't know, pop culture references. Breaking my soul here, man.
Lol, Steven, it's time to hang the old career, dear friend. Yes, Steven Spielberg should stop making movies. That's really just dumb. Incredibly dumb. It's not like he's 50 and still trying to play basketball professionally. He's making movies. He can do that until he's fucking dead. And better than you. And most people. He's got a pretty damn good track record. One thing you didn't fucking like? Fuck you.
This movie was a shill for liberal agenda. I'm just gonna stop you right there and say, fuck you in your face, because there's no agenda. It's a goddamn book. Bite me.
I mean, it has a message, but it's not really an agenda. Like, and the message is basically like, don't be a dick. It's like, you know, meh. lame, cheesy, corny, undeveloped characters. A lot of it just didn't feel right, but the visuals were great and there were some cool action scenes. I don't know how this got such great reviews. One viewing. They didn't have time to develop the characters. They chopped the living crap out of the story because they had to. It was being put into 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 5. I don't remember how long it was, but that is not enough time to tell the entire story of this book. It's just not enough time, which means there's not enough time to like thoroughly develop every fucking character that got developed. That would be insane. We would never leave the theater. And after Jurassic Park 2 and 3, I don't think Spielberg's like super into making sequels. Also, I don't think movie theaters are super into like you buying one ticket and then being there for a day. Fucking leave so we can make some more money. Man, I wish Spielberg made this movie shorter and didn't include all the development. God.
If you're looking for the book, get prepared to say #MeToo. Wow. Whoever Steve is, find him and tell him, fuck you from me. I'm using a movement to say that a movie molested me because I didn't like it. Yeah, that's bullshit. Sorry to end this video on such a downer, but fuck him and fuck anybody who agrees with him. You are all pieces of shit. That pissed me off.
We can't afford therapy for him, so subscribe so that we can. Also, let us know what you thought of this movie down in the comments. And if you haven't ever been here before, when you do subscribe, hit that little bell. Otherwise, you have no idea that we have videos. And we put them out pretty often. And you can find them via whatever tools are involved in YouTube.
I'm usually less angry.
Calm down. We're not going to get the money for your therapy if you keep talking.
Bye.
And until we see you guys next time, geek out and game on.